Hey guys, so today I have a treat for you. I have the 2013 Fall Collections lineup. There are a total of 44 candles. 44 candles, that's a lot of burning, but guess what? I'm up for it. So we have 4 collections. I don't know the exact name for each collection, but the most obvious of them all is the Fresh Picked collection. We have the Silver Leaf collection, the White Barn collection, and the Pumpkin collection. So some of them have been online for about 2 weeks now, a few of them, not all of them, just a few of them. Some of them are making their way into people's stores, and then some are just true blue test scents. Now, for those of you that are new to my videos or you just don't know what a test scent is, a test scent is basically a scent that they'll release and see how well it does sale-wise, and then it'll go out to all stores for a future release. Now, the most recent one was Summertime Soda. That one came at the tail end of, I guess, their summer season. So they ended up having it in test stores. I guess it did pretty well. And then they, shipped it to a few stores for the semi-annual sale for 50% off. So that's what they did with that one. And another one would be, for example, Sage and Cedar. That one was a part of it didn't even have a collection. It just came under the White Barn Extension collection, I guess is what they were calling it. And it came out, a few months ago, like a late spring, early summer release. 4 scents, Sage and Cedar, Oak Moss Vetiver, there was Whitewater Birch, and then there was Sandalwood Citrus. And, using common sense, you'd say these scents are way too woodsy or cologne-esque. I'll get to that, in a second, but to be like a summer release. And, you really don't know. But using common sense, you'd say, no, it's going to be something else with these candles. And it turns out they ended up coming out for this season. And oftentimes they'll change the wax color, the wicks, the notes, the mood, the whole thing. So it really depends on how well it sells and how they want to execute it. It could be anytime. You really never know. So that's what a test scent is. It's basically tests. If it does well, it'll come out. If not, then, I guess it just stays, and hopefully we'll get it for 75% off. It's a good scent. It's kind of a catch-22 because they'll release it and it'll be like duplicate or repackaged with a twist, I like to call it. They'll add like a different note here, a different note there. But if you like it, it's like, yay, my scent's back. But, it really depends on what you like. So with all that being said, let's just get into the review. And this is basically cold throw. A lot of this stuff I already know, but it's cold throw. And of course, I'll have the burn reviews coming up. Let me know what you guys want to see first. Personally, I can do anything. I can do fresh picked, pumpkin, anything. I really don't care. Let me know if you guys want to see a certain collection first, and then I'll just do the scents I like least favorite to the most favorite. So, and it kind of changes with the day, I guess, but that's just what it is. So, without any further ado, let's show you the scents and read some descriptions and then tell you what I think of them. I've been off and on. Like one day I like it, I'm into it, then I'll be, it's underwhelming, it's this, it's that. So, we'll see what happens, but let's just get into it. Alright, so up first, we have my baby. This is just perfection right here. This is Sweater Weather. We have Harvest Coffee. Oh, and it's like a cool little label, in case you don't know what it looks like. It's like a trash can type thing. It's really cute. I like it. And we have Lemon Mint Leaf. We have Heirloom Pear, Spiced Cider, Apple Ale, Pineapple Mango, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, Farm Stand Apple, Blackberry Spice, Sweater Weather again. I just had to get duplicates. It's a favorite. Leaves, Cider Lane, Autumn Day, Cider Donut, Applewood Bonfire, Marshmallow Fireside, Tailgate, Leaves White Barn, sage and cedar, fresh balsam, cranberry woods, nutmeg and spice #1, pine cone, black pepper bergamot, harvest gathering #4, flannel, cinnamon and clove buds, bergamot woods, cedarwood trail, lavender or vanilla vetiver, sandalwood citrus, coconut wood, pumpkin hayride, pumpkin carving, pumpkin cupcake, sweet cinnamon pumpkin, creamy pumpkin, pumpkin caramel latte, pumpkin apple, pumpkin pecan waffles, roasted pumpkin butter, blueberry pumpkin patch, and last but not least, pumpkin carrot cake. A lot of stuff, right? Yeah, they're really giving it to us this time around. So those are what the candles look like. Now let's talk about descriptions and what I think and all that great stuff. Pick up my cheat sheet right here, and then I'll get into the review. Alright, so up first is a fresh picked collection. And lemon mint leaf, no, harvest coffee, this one says, relax with this rich, robust blend of roasted coffee beans topped off by creamy vanilla foam. So this is basically espresso bar, same wax, same wick, same everything. It's the same thing. To me it smells like True Blue espresso, or coffee beans. It really does smell like it. Little bit of vanilla, but it also kind of smells like, and I referenced this in another video I did, it smells like those chocolate lollipops from See's Candy. It has like a chocolatey note to it, and I like it. It's pretty cool. It's really good. Next up is lemon mint leaf, and this one says, freshly cut lemon balm and spearmint leaves give a refreshing lift to a blend of vetiver and citrus. This is excellent. I didn't like it initially when it first came out a year or two ago. I just felt like it was, it just smelled like, it could have been one of those extensions to like the Colgate collection when they were doing like orange burst and like lava cinnamon, like all that kind of stuff. It could have been like the lemon, tag along, but I didn't like it. It was just very icky and awkward. This time around I actually do like it, and I actually know what lemon balm smells like, so that's made me like it even more. It's very realistic, and it actually smells like lemon balm, just like it. Spearmint's in there too. It's fresh, it's clean, burns well, smells great. Same wax, same wicks from the Fresh Picked collection, so it's excellent. This is a definite go. If you weren't able to pick it up, you can get it now. It's great. And then heirloom pear, this one says, enjoy a beautiful blend of heirloom pears and apples finished with an elegant touch of vanilla. This one, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. It smells like the outside of a pear as opposed to like the inside of a pear. But in a nutshell, it could be fresh picked pears. Maybe I'm sorry, it could be pears from earlier in the spring. Maybe I could just be delusional. I don't know. It's true to a pear. Kind of, sort of artificial, but cold throw. I like it. It's pretty simple. It's just pear. That's pretty much all it is. Spiced cider. This is, classic to some of us. This one says, drink in a delicious blend of apples straight from the orchard, scented by traditional mulling spices and a touch of vanilla. It's basically apple cider. It could be anything, any apple cider, you name it, and that's what it is. It's very standard, basic, easy, fall tradition, classic. It's just basically spice cider. It's excellent. I don't smell any vanilla, so that's not in there, but for the most part, it's just spice cider, period. So I like that one. Next up is apple ale. Refresh yourself on a fall day with an effervescent blend of autumn apples, brown sugar, and cinnamon bark. You know what? When I first sniffed it, I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Something duplicate. But then I kind of let it, gave myself a day or two to really judge it. And I thought, it could work. It's okay. Unfortunately, it's just so, like, drenched in cinnamon. It takes away from, like, there is a very slight, like, undertone of, like, effervescent, like, ale, that fizzy, but it just gets drenched by, like, the cinnamon. So it's good. It's not similar to spice cider, but it could be. But I don't know. I like it. I don't like the wicks on this one, so I'm hoping that the burn will be good. But I think apple ale's good. Brown sugar, absolutely. It's just sweet. It's kind of somewhat spicy, but yeah, it's so cinnamon sugar that it just takes away from that ale part, which is, you can get it, but then it kind of goes away like after you sniff it. But again, this is cold throw, so we never know. Up next is pineapple mango. This one says tantalizing pineapple is the perfect partner for luscious mango and a fragrance rounded out by a hint of warm vanilla. It's, same old, same old. Unfortunately, this candle uses the wicks from the White Barn pineapple mango, which I just don't like. They usually die out near mid-range, and it happens, but I was hoping that they were going to use the wicks from the fresh pick because those were excellent. Unfortunately, they're using this one, so I don't have high hopes for it, but it's at this point simple, standard. It's been out for years. Basically, sweet, juicy pineapple with just like a mild touch of like mango, ripe mango. So it's pineapple, but a little bit of mango. It could just be called pineapple and that'll be it, but it's good. I like it. Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin says a fall harvest favorite inspired by delicious treats found at the local market, pumpkin pie, vanilla cream, and spice. Basically pumpkin pie, that's pretty much all it is. When this candle, last year didn't do it, but the wicks, the white wax, it's bound to happen. This candle, what it does is when it gets like a little bit below mid-range, it'll start smelling like just this icky buttery, and it's just terrible. I hate it. I almost like throw it out, but I usually end up letting it burn downstairs and call it a day. But yeah, it's good. It's basically like a pumpkin pie scent. It's the filling from the pumpkin pie. You really don't get the crust. You get like this crusty buttery near the end, but when it's burning and when it's in full force, it's just basically like pumpkin pie filling and a little bit of vanilla, but not really. But it's good. It's a staple for some people. It doesn't smell anything like the body care, so that's something to look out for. Farm stand apple. This one says the sparkling orchard favorite is reminiscent of a bright sunny day picking apples with friends, with notes of Macintosh, apple, pear blossom, and oak. This one, they missed it. I'm telling you, BBW, listen to me right this minute. If you bring out fresh market apple, dupe it into candle form, you'll nail it. I promise you. This is just a generic red apple, nothing more, nothing less. It smells kind of plastic-like near the end. It's not a favorite, but for you guys, review purposes and review purposes only, and that's about it. But some people like it, some people don't. I, with or without it, neither here nor there. All right, so blackberry spice. This one says, bring home the perfect blend of sweetness and spices. Fresh picked berries, crushed cloves, cinnamon bark, and vanilla cream. This one is just Glade, and it's so bad when, we reference Glade when we think of something like super cheap and tacky. But unfortunately, this is so Glade-ish. And it's just like that, not even blackberry. I mean, I guess, like that generic berry scent you can find anywhere. Like you can find in like Walmart candles. Paula Deen does it with her scandalous butt. And, just, it's all sorts, it's just cheap. I mean, that's all I can say. It's just like a cheap set. Cinnamon bark and all that stuff that's in there. Like I said, very cheap, like cinnamon clove buds with like that cheap blackberry. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Teen Divalicious reviewed it and said it was just like terrible. So I'm like, oh great. I know this is going to go back to the store, but we'll see what happens. And for the most part, none of these candles stink. Well, one kind of does, but none of these really stink. They're just underwhelming for a fan and for someone that has been a fan for years. It's just underwhelming. Nothing smells, nothing stinks. It's just underwhelming. So let's not get that confused with, oh, it's a bad candle. No, it's just underwhelming. So that's that with Blackberry Spice. And it's kind of similar to the Harvest Gathering. I'll get to that in a minute. Kind of sort of smells like YIKES Home Sweet Home to me. So if you know what that one is, and if you can like get a tart or something, They're kind of similar, so just keep that in mind if you want Home Sweet Home, but in a cheaper format. Next up is my baby, the best of the best. No wrong. It's my favorite fall candle at this point. It blows leaves out of the water. Pretty much all of them. This is just like my favorite, my staple. This is Sweater Weather, and this one says, cuddle up with an aromatic blend of eucalyptus, juniper berry, and fresh sage that celebrates the arrival of sweater weather. This one's excellent. I think it's so perfect. It's an outdoor scent. It's true blue outdoor. It doesn't smell like cologne. It doesn't smell like perfume. It's not cheap, not artificial. It really smells like outdoor. I talked about this earlier, and I might as well talk about it now since I'm here. You guys, some of you will get on my case about, well, you know, they use eucalyptus in cologne scents. It's like, yeah, honey, but when you go outside and you smell like the eucalyptus in the air, drifting in the air, when you smell, I don't know if any of you have, like, you know, actually picked spearmint, like, from the soil, like the ground, or like sage or anything like that. If you smell that, it doesn't smell like cologne at all. So I think that's just like their way of making, like, it's all marketing, you know. If it's supposed to be cologne, it's going to be cologne. If it's supposed to be fresh and herbal, it's fresh and herbal, period. You know, when you smell fresh balsam, you don't smell cologne, you smell something realistic. So that's like my problem with these fresh scents. They have fresh notes. You know, they have the neroli, the cedarwood, the eucalyptus, the juniper, but they end up smelling like cologne. It just bugs the hell out of me, but you know, what can you do? It's like my rant, so let's get on to the review. Sweater Weather is excellent. It's basically eucalyptus, fresh eucalyptus, juniper berry, sage, not really, but it's definitely a great blend. And it's not like that herbal that I know a lot of you guys don't like, because I understand, like, we have the sweeties and we have the herbals. I can go both ways, but I know for some of you sweet fans, you guys don't like this kind of stuff. It's not evergreen. It's not, you know, fresh balsam. It's kind of sweet, and it's really good. I really enjoy it, so look out for that one, please. It's just the best. Next up is Leaves. This is like staple. Celebrate the brilliant colors of autumn with this rich blend of golden nectar, red apple, and spiced berries. You pretty much get all that. It's excellent. I was hoping that they would have brought out the what do you call it? The hand soap, but that didn't work out. But, you know, what can you do? You get that apple, the spice, like the berries. It's excellent. That nectar is in there, which makes it kind of juicy. And I've never really said that in a review of it, but there's like this kind of juicy note to Leaves, and I really like, but it's pretty much A-okay with me. It's everyone's favorite. I would think so, but it's excellent. So that's, you know, must have, fall favorite. You know it, you love it, and that's what it is. Now Spice Lane, Cider Lane. This one says, as sweet as a trip to the local apple orchard each year, a delicious fall blend of mulled cider, warm caramel, and sweet cinnamon. You know, last year I was kind of like, oh, it's not, you know, it's not my caramel apple, but now that I have caramel apple and I've smelled them side by side, they're not anything similar. Looking back, caramel apple was more of a it had more of like a dominant brown sugar note, which was excellent. But this one is actually kind of sort of more of a caramel apple in a traditional sense. Like, it has like that sweet caramel dip, not really like a milky, creamy caramel that the caramel apple has, but this one has like more of a rich dip, so that's just great. Then of course it has those red apples and cinnamon. Of course it's going to be cinnamon apple, so it's excellent. I love the color. I love everything about it. The wicks look great. They're sturdy, so fingers crossed for an excellent burn. Let's pray. Autumn. Autumn says, a crisp fall fragrance that blends dark pomegranate and red delicious apples with notes of fir balsam and rich cedarwood. This one's just excellent all across the board. Initially, the one I had in the beginning of the season did not burn well. It actually dudded out, but they recalled it and they gave it better wicks, and they gave it the wicks that they gave it when they recalled it. So it's getting so dark outside. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just hurry up. It has great wicks. They're sturdy wicks, so I love that. It's just a great set. Everything that's listed, I can actually smell. I don't have to pretend like, oh, I can kind of. No, you get it. You get dark pomegranate. Um, yeah, God, it's just great. You get apple. You get a little bit of balsam, more like an evergreen scent. It's outdoorsy, not cologne-y, not perfumey. I think it's realistic. I really like this one. So autumn is a definite fall favorite. It's rich. It's just excellent. I love it. Autumn Day, this one says, inspired by fresh air and brilliant colors, on a stroll through a secluded wood in autumn with notes of oak, citrus, and golden amber. This was called Acorn and Fig a year or two ago. So it's like, with it being called Acorn and Fig, how do I now pretend like I smell this, that, and the other? But I basically get oak, a little bit of amber. There's a fruity note in there, but it's like an autumn fruit. It's not like a, super juicy fruit. Maybe even like a little bit of pomegranate in this one. I don't really know. I want to burn it. I love this one. The wicks, oh boy, they don't look, they're kind of, my candle has a very, skinny wick, so I'm like, oh great, here we go again, but we'll see what happens as it's lit. Cider donut, major disappointment. Indulge in a fragrance of a beloved baked treat with a blend of freshly picked apples, cake, donut, and a hint of cinnamon. This is so duplicate. It's basically the apple crumble with a little bit of like a spiced cider note. They basically blended one with the other. That's all it is. It does not compare to cinnamon sugar donut. Before you ask, the differences is that cinnamon sugar donut had this realistic Krispy Kreme original glazed donut feel to it. It was flawless. I mean, you can smell like, oh God, it just left me. That fried element with like, it was just excellent. All of a sudden, they bring out this in hopes that people will say, oh, this is similar. I'm here to tell you it's not similar. It smells good. Don't get me wrong. It's just a disappointment. It's like you brought this one out and you took away cinnamon sugar donut. But, what can you do? But again, it's basically, what do you call it? Apple crumble and spice cider. It's nothing really to it. Not really cheap, generic, but it leans toward that on cold throw, but hopefully when it burns, it'll just turn around and be perfect, but we'll see what happens. Applewood Bonfire. I like this one. Warm up to the cozy scent of an autumn bonfire, apples, crackling barks, and fresh cut wood. This is excellent. It's basically the fireside candle with red apple. Simple, to the point, that's all it is. You get this kind of mysterious, like, apple note that kind of pops out at you every time you smell it. With that fireside, you get like that cedar wood, that kind of leathery tone. It's great. If you liked fireside, you'll like this one. It's just sweeter. That's pretty much all it is. If you don't like apple, then, I don't expect you to like this one, but all in all, I think it's good, and I could see this going to all stores. I think it's great. If they don't bring back fireside, then you have this one. It's pretty much fireside with red apple. Oh my God, my baby. It used to be my baby, now it's just there. Marshmallow fireside. So disappointed, guys. Celebrate the changing seasons with a warm blend of toasted marshmallows, smoldering woods, and creamy vanilla, reminiscent of a cozy evening around the bonfire. For those of you that remember Marshmallow Fireside, and if you were able to smell this one with Summertime S'mores, you'd know that they're just totally not the same. Similar, but not the same. Marshmallow Fireside in the beginning had this rich vanilla cream marshmallow scent with like that bonfire-esque type feel. That firewood, you can smell that. Summertime S'mores was basically a reformulation. Didn't smell like s'mores, because if it was a s'more, it would have had chocolate, graham cracker, but that's, going off into the past. It is what it is, so sorry about that. But that was supposedly a reformulation with a new name. See what I mean? New name, new labels, new moods, new this, new that. And that's what it is. This one is basically Summertime S'mores. It's a reformulation, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I think it's not terrible, but I don't like it. I can't fake it like I do. They should have just left it the way it was, but I guess since that one did so well, they figured, well, let's just reformulate it and call it a day. But it's basically, it almost kind of like has this artificial type scent to it. It's just like this cologne scent, not even a firewood, but like a cologne scent, which bugs me with like Marshmallow Fireside as it once was. So disappointed, don't like the wick, so that's that. That really like ruined the whole review for me, because when I smelled the candles, I'm like, oh my god, my baby's back. Hopefully it has great wicks, gonna burn. And here it is, but that's that. Now we have Tailgate. Tailgate says, capture all the fun of tailgating on a fall afternoon in a blend of rich hickory, football leather, and a touch of moss. So again, you hear all these notes. Hickory, leather, moss. I'm hoping for moss, you know, from the freaking forest. I'm hoping for hickory, like, in the forest. That's what I'm hoping for. Fortunately, it smells like cologne. It actually kind of has, like, this weird, like, mentholatum, like, oil type feel. Like the mentholatum rub that you use when you have, like, a sore throat. Or, not sore throat, when you have, like, a stuffy nose or something. It smells like mentholatum with, like, that leather and a little bit of hickory. It also kind of smells cologne-y. At this point, what I do with these cologne scents is I reference like one of my exes, one of my, like my dad, what he would have worn years ago, or, you know, what a friend would wear. I'm like, I think my dad wore something similar. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is with me now with these cologne scents. That's what they are, cologne scents. They're not realistic to, you know, something outdoor or anything like that. So, it doesn't smell bad, but not a repurchase for me. Now, let's move on to the White Barn stuff. So Leaves again, a fragrance that embodies the richness of fall with all of its colors and pleasures, featuring notes of golden nectar, ripe, delicious apple, and red berries. I've talked about it, and I guess I'll say the same thing again. It's kind of juicy from that nectar. You get the apple, the berries, a little bit of cinnamon. It's just like quintessential, everybody knows and loves it, fall favorite. It's a classic, fall in a jar. You know it, you love it, that's what it is. My favorite, another one of my favorites, Sage and Cedar. Experience an exotic and rich blend of sage, cedar, and rare tonka bean. So this one's excellent. It burned from top to bottom when it was in the white wax. Same wicks though, but white wax burned from top to bottom, high flames, perfect throw. Everything was perfect. It's not cologne-y. I think it's realistic to what it's supposed to be, sage and cedar. More so cedar, but that sage comes out as it's lit, so you get that. But it's basically a rich, realistic cedar scent, and I love it. Tonka bean, I'm not going to pretend like I smell it, but it could be there. I don't smell it, but I like it. This is a repurchase for me. I already have like 12 of them, but, you know, I love the color, love the label. Couldn't hurt. Next up is Fresh Balsam. This one says, this invigorating aroma of evergreen woods on a clear fall morning features crisp eucalyptus, fir needles, and cedarwood musk notes. This is excellent, realistic. Kind of smells like a Christmas tree in a way, but then it also smells like, you know, just walking in a forest, in a park, outdoor. You just smell like freshness of nature at its best. It's just realistic. It's excellent. It's evergreen, eucalyptus, blend. It's perfect blend. I'm happy with it. Great wicks, and everything's great. So this is, I have a few of these, but a few more couldn't hurt. Excellent. Cranberry Wood says, fresh, tart cranberries, black currant, and warm cinnamon bark combine in a delightful fragrance inspired by the magic of the woods during harvest time. Okay, BBW, your little far-fetched, what do you call it? Descriptions are so cute. Alright, so this one's another favorite. I'm happy to say that it smells like it used to. Because, you know, last season it had like this kind of juicy like a juicy cranberry sauce type scent. But this one, you can actually get like that woody aspect, which I love, because when it came out, that's what it had. You know, fresh, rich, tart cranberry with like that woodsy element. And that's what I like about it, you know. Cinnamon bark a little bit. But mostly I get kind of like, not even currant. I hate currant. Any way it goes, I hate it. I kind of get like a cedar note from it. And I love it, so it's great. Nutmeg and spice number 1. This one says, a warming blend of spiced caramel and nutmeg brings to mind the delightful memories of a long weekend in the country. I love this one. This one smells like vanilla cinnamon from the, God, so long ago, 2011, I think. The winter line with like nighttime tea and all that stuff. It smells just like it. It's a dupe of it. This one had, and it has the same wicks as it did previously. The wicks are ridiculous. They are perfect. They are sturdy. So this one's going to burn, has a wicked burn from top to bottom with no problems. I love it. It's excellent. You have to try this one. To me, this one, it's warm. It's inviting. It's guest friendly. It's not going to offend any. It's super strong, but it won't offend anyone. It's just very. It's true to the description. It's warm. It's cozy. It's great. It's nutmeg, cinnamon spice. No, cinnamon sugar. Don't want to say cinnamon because some of you guys are like, oh God, cinnamon. No, not spicy cinnamon, cinnamon sugar. And it's excellent. Spiced caramel, maybe, but not really. It's great though. I love this one. Pine cone. That's right, yeah, pine cone. So this one says, bring a touch of fall into your home with this blend of spruce, evergreen, and a hint of cypress. This is very sweet. It's way too sweet to be a pine cone or anything outdoor-like. I tried to make myself believe it was similar to fresh balsam, but only sweeter, but I was wrong. It's totally not. It's like a sweet, like evergreen type of a scent. It's too artificial to be considered outdoorsy, but at the same time, it doesn't smell bad. Now, they have a pine cone scent portable, which smells excellent, and this doesn't smell anything like that one. So this doesn't make the cut to release nationwide. I could see why. It's not a must-have, but it smells good. It's not the worst, but, you know, I wouldn't grab it. For those of you that, you know, just don't like these type of scents either, don't even worry about it. Black pepper bergamot. So this one says, intricate layers of spicy black pepper combined with uplifting bergamot and lavender in a fragrance inspired by fall's changeable days. I like this one. And it is cologne-y. Like, it is. There's no way around it. You get lavender and you get bergamot, but lately they've been like, how do I want to say it? They've been making bergamot smell like cologne. When you eat a bergamot or an orange or anything citrus, you don't say, this tastes like cologne. Like, you don't do that. So I've noticed it's like a trend with their bergamot scents. They always end up smelling like cologne, and it's kind of annoying, but I get it. It's spicy. It's black pepper. So that's accurate. But the bergamot aspect, no. I guess just like name, marketing, whatever. But it's spicy. It's black pepper. A little bit of lavender. Cologne. Pretty much it is what it is. Oh boy. Harvest Gathering number 4. And just very quickly, they have all these like number 4, I believe. What else? I think there's a number 2, isn't there? Well, I'm trying to find. Yeah, number 1. Megan Spice is number 1, so there should be like more coming. I don't know, but you know, this is all I have right now. So Harvest Gathering number 4 says, gather together to enjoy the richness of autumn with this blend of fresh pumpkin, warm harvest spices, and apples. No pumpkin whatsoever. I don't know why they keep putting that in there. It's no pumpkin. This smells like, this is more of a Yankee Home Sweet Home dupe, in my opinion. It's just pretty much, it's kind of boring. I know Jay reviewed it and, you know, it's pretty much said what I feel. Spices, absolutely. Cinnamon spices, a little bit of apple. It's just boring. It's not a must-have. I wouldn't release it. I mean, it's very similar to Blackberry Spice too. So why have that when you have that one? This one's already supposedly coming out, so Harvest Gathering, I just leave it in the on the shelves and call it a day. It's not a must-have and don't like it. Flannel. So flannel says, wrap yourself in a warm blend of bergamot, mahogany, and a delicate veil of musk. It's cologne. Duh. I mean, how do you not know that? It's cologne. But I don't know what cologne it is. Again, I'm trying to think like, this is going to sound so strange, but if anyone owns the old sweet cinnamon pumpkin, the body splash for it when it's in the old packaging, when you spray it around, it smells like that for some odd, strange reason. I don't know what it is, but it smells like that. You know, it's nice. It's cologne. It smells good. It's kind of like a sweet, younger Guys cologne. I wouldn't buy it again, but it smells okay. Disregarding mahogany and musk. Yeah, musky. Bergamot, absolutely not. But yeah, I don't know. 75% off. Why not? Other than that, I don't think so. Cinnamon clove buds. This one says, warm up with the comfort of a spicy blend of fall's favorite ingredients, cinnamon, clove buds, and nutmeg. Simple, to the point, basic, easy, standard. It's, actually, I'm over it. And I feel like if they were to ever leave this one out, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even notice. It's basically cinnamon sugar, but this time around, it's kind of spicy. So hopefully when it burns, it goes back to what I'm used to smelling, like that sweet cinnamon sugar. But right now, it's kind of spicy cinnamon. So, look forward to that. And then bergamot woods. God, an aromatic woodsy blend highlighted by bright bergamot, fresh lavender, and deep green cypress. This is basically Villa Bergamot. All in all, no way around it. Plain and simple. I guess a little bit of lavender, a very sharp, strong, almost artificial lavender. No bergamot. I'm pleased with the bergamot. And cypress, I don't think so. But it's basically like lavender and like a cologne lavender scent. It's all right, I guess. I don't have to have it, but I could see this one not making the cut, and I wouldn't be surprised. Cedarwood Trail. This one says, inspired by the beauty of a forest trail, at the peak of fall, this cedarwood blend is layered with hints of neroli and soft musk. This is a failed test set. Well, it failed. Well, it didn't come back in the exact name, but it's basically whitewater birch. To me, that one smelled like Gina Tay. Like Gina Tay, like the yellow bottle. You're a young kid in your grandma's bathroom looking at all of her perfumes and stuff, and you smell Gina Tay. That's pretty much what it smells like. You get the musk, of course, but I can't even pretend like I smell neroli because I'm super picky with my neroli scents, and this doesn't make the cut for me. I like my neroli to be just like super authentic, almost kind of oil neroli, but this one, it's not for me, so, Alright, in Sandalwood Citrus, someone says, awaken your senses with a fresh and artful blend of mint leaves and sandalwood wrapped in musk. This is Cool Waters cologne. I'm not going to pretend like I smell any of this mess in it. You don't smell any of this stuff. It's basically Cool Water cologne. That's all it is. No way around it. And it smells like your little brother is getting ready to go to his school dance or prom, and he drenched himself in this cologne. That's all it smells like. And the wicks look better. The wax is now not white. It's kind of like a bland goldenrod color. So I'm hoping it has a great burn. If not, it'll go back. And then we have coconut wood. It says, enjoy the soothing blend of exotic sandalwood and rich coconut, scented by a touch of white cedar. So this is basically vanilla snowflake and vanilla coconut. I guess vanilla snowflake that made the vanilla coconut super sweet, because vanilla coconut kind of had this, kind of like this, not nutty, but like this hazy, kind of like toasty kind of like coconut scent. And it was good, but I don't want to smell that one in the fall. But yeah, it's definitely not a must-have. And this is, I think this wouldn't make the cut. If it didn't make the cut, I wouldn't cry. You're not missing out. Alright, now we're almost done with this review, so sorry it's so long. Now we have the pumpkin family. My favorite in the bunch is Pumpkin Hayride, and this one says, capture all the fun of an autumn hayride in this blend of pumpkins, caramel cider, and golden oak. This is so oak. It's oak done amazingly well. It's just simply oak. There's no pumpkin in it. A very faint cider hint, but it's just one of the best representations of oak for fall I've ever smelled, and it's great. I love it. Knowing my luck, it won't make the cut to release nationwide, but if it does, I would definitely give it a shot. It's great. I don't know about the sweeties. Some of you guys probably are turned off by that description, but it's great. I like it. Again, no pumpkin, total marketing. So that's that. Pumpkin carving. This one says, invite everyone over to enjoy the fun fragrance of making jack-o'-lanterns in this blend of pumpkin, brown sugar, and nutmeg. Like everyone else says, and I agree, this is, of course, Pumpkin Patch from years ago, renamed and given a new life to it. It's the most, out of all of them, this is the most realistic pumpkin scent. Of course, as you know, and just to put this out there so there's no misunderstandings about pumpkin, I'm sure that you know what a pumpkin smells like, the inside of it. If you've carved a pumpkin and you know, you're like me, I smell everything. So you're smelling the inside of a pumpkin. That scent you smell, it's just natural, almost unscented. It's bland. It's just there. So you're really not going to get a pumpkin scent without having spices attached to it. That's just, it is what it is. Since the beginning of time, that's what it is. They always attach some sort of cinnamon or spice to pumpkin. And that's just, I mean, it's bound to happen. So, but with all that being said, it's the most realistic pumpkin with, of course, a cinnamon and I guess a little bit of nutmeg in there, but mostly brown sugar, cinnamon. It's great. I highly recommend it. The one I had burned like a charm, so I'm hoping this one will too. Same wick, same wax, just different label, picture labeling, so that's a great one. That's a keeper. Pumpkin cupcake. This one says, satisfy your sweet tooth with the scent of a freshly baked pumpkin cupcake covered in loads of rich buttercream frosting. I don't like letting other people's reviews like deter me from what I think, but it really happened. I don't watch very many reviews from other people that I'm not subscribed to. So if you're making reviews, you know, just say, hey, I do videos, check me out. It would help because I love seeing what everyone has to say. But for the people I'm subscribed to and from what a lot of them have said in the past, and I kind of believe it. I didn't want to, but now I get it. First off, this is not really a cupcake to me. It's more of like a pumpkin muffin with like artificial standard like buttercream frosting. So that's there. Very light though, but it's mostly like a pumpkin muffin. However, with this one, it's kind of smelling waxy. And I hate to say this because I know a lot of us like the scent, but I have to just give the review the way I smell it, see it. And it kind of has like this like lingering wax, like even like a birthday cake candle wax scent to it. So I don't know what that is. I'm hoping when it burns and smells like it did last year, but at this moment, I don't know. I'm over it. So that's pumpkin cupcake. It's there. Sweet cinnamon pumpkin. This one says, celebrate pumpkin season with this inviting mixture of harvest pumpkins, sweet vanilla cream, and fall's rich spices. So this is basically, again, it is cinnamon sugar, pumpkin filling. And again, with the other review, I said, I hope this one doesn't end up smelling like that crusty, icky, buttery, near the end type scent. I hope it stays consistent and remains the same from top to bottom. Pumpkin pie filling, pumpkin pie, that's pretty much what it is. It's good, so that's that. Creamy pumpkin. Treat yourself to the perfect blend. Treat yourself to the perfect autumn indulgence with a blend of spiced pumpkin drizzled with sweet caramel and topped with warm cream. Now, word is on the tube, on the internet, on the blog, on wherever, this is supposed to be a reformulation of it for the better. But for me, it's the same old, same old. Smelling it now in 2013, kind of has like this eggnog scent, like this artificial eggnog scent. I like creamy pumpkin. I don't have to have it. Barely smells like pumpkin. You're getting everything but pumpkin. No, let me retract. You're getting pumpkin with spice with tons of cream and caramel. That's what you're getting. So, I mean, when it first came out, I was obsessed. It was, it was fresh. It was new, total newness. Down the line, the years pass by and it's just like, yeah, it's just there. I like it. I don't like the wicks. Hate the wax because it's going to end up being a dud near the end, but here's to hoping. Now we have pumpkin caramel latte. Gather with friends and celebrate the season with this warm, rich blend of caramel, creamy pumpkin. I'm so sorry. Let me do that all over again. Gather with friends and celebrate the season with this warm, rich blend of creamy pumpkin, spiced caramel, and sweet cream. There we go. Now, you guys know me. You guys know I love super strong, knock me out, throw me on the floor, suffocate me, gag me out. I don't want to move. I want to be, I want the scent to just overtake me. This one will. This one is ridiculously strong. Even on cold throw, it's ridiculous. So this one's just all sorts of, if you want this scent, I'm going to give you what you want, because this one will just corner you and just knock you senseless. It's crazy strong. Like everyone else, and general consensus says this is nothing remotely close to pumpkin. It's basically caramel milk. You know what I mean? A little bit, caramel, sweet cream. It's very milky. And when it starts burning near mid-range, oh boy, it starts getting, it's cloying, sickeningly sweet. It'll get you. So if you're one for that kind of scent, I would highly recommend burning this in like a big room. Because if you burn this in your room, you're going to get it. Trust me. It's not guest friendly. So if you have friends and family that have like sensitive noses and don't like a lot, I would really just enjoy this on your own, because this one's going to get you. It's crazy. I don't like the wicks, but we'll see how it burns. All right, next up is pumpkin apple. So this one says, experience the blend of your two favorite fall scents, apple and pumpkin, enhanced by notes of cinnamon and clove. So underwhelming. This one is basically sweet cinnamon pumpkin with red apple. Sweet cinnamon pumpkin meets farm stand apple. That's all it is. It's not really spicy, but when you open the lid and you smell it, you smell sweet cinnamon pumpkin with like realistic red apple. But then you go back to it, give it some time to, die out, go back to it, and it smells like farm stand apple. So it's like, oh, great. But it's mostly sweet cinnamon pumpkin with like touch of farm stand apple. Not a repurchase for me, I can tell you that. And also T&D Delicious reviewed and said it was just terrible. So that's going back. All right, then we have pumpkin pecan waffles, and this one says, delight in the scrumptious scent of pumpkin pecan waffles, pure maple syrup, and a touch of brown sugar. I feel like they're going the Yankee route. Let's give it like this cute fall name and hope it sells. It's already online, so it's a nationwide release. I can do with or without it. It has this kind of cheap, like grocery store waffle scent to it. Not even like realistic waffle. It's just like this cheap, like pop it in the oven, toaster, and you don't put them in the oven, silly. Pop it in the toaster and you're just ready to go. It smells like that. I don't smell any syrup or anything like that. So, but it's just a cheap waffle scent. No pecans, no pumpkin, nothing like that. I'm sorry to be like negative toward this one, because I know you guys are like looking forward to this one. If you, in the name, it's just so mass appeal and quirky and just different. But yeah, I wouldn't. It better burn like a charm. Again, T&D Delicious reviewed and said it had like started getting brown toward the end. So it's like, here we go again. So that's that one. Now let's do roasted pumpkin butter. So this one says, savor the delicious fragrance of a fall treat from the local pumpkin patch, whipped pumpkin toasted cinnamon, and creamy vanilla butter. In the previous review I did for this one, I said this was like the most realistic, or this is the sweetest interpretation of pumpkin butter in the world. I've never had or smelled pumpkin butter this sweet. The reason why it was so sweet, and it hit me like after the review. Of course it was there, but I just kind of like blinked it out of my mind. But after it was all said and done, I realized Jiffy peanut butter. That's pretty much like all it is. Totally peanut butter. You're not smelling roasted pumpkin butter. You're smelling like Jiffy, like peanut butter. I'm about to like make you peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Got my jelly out. About to put this peanut butter on the bread and like serve it to you like that. It's just pretty much peanut butter. No pumpkin. It's peanut butter. If they wanted to do something more mass appeal, they would have, added some jelly to this treat, but that didn't work out. All right, so now we have, blueberry pumpkin patch. Blueberries fresh from the farm are the perfect match for ripe pumpkin in this delicious autumn blend. I hate to retract on a review I did, but this smells like Trix. It could be Trix, it could be Fruity Pebbles. And Jay even said that it was Pop-Tarts. It literally, whoa, I'm so sorry about that. I'm like knocking over the camera. It literally could smell like a blueberry Pop-Tart. Like that crusty, like bready part, and then like inside of it like that artificial blueberry filling. It could be like, they could name this like blueberry Pop Tart and call it a day. Like, it could really be that, seriously. But speaking in, review terms and trying to be a little bit serious here, blueberry is kind of sort of there. Artificial, but there. Pumpkin, kind of sort of there, but not really. But this is basically Trix, Fruity Pebble, or Pop Tarts. I kid you not. You smell this and you will say it's one of the three. I guarantee you. And last up is the one I'm just like, why did this leave the mark? Why did this even like ship out to the testers in the beginning? Crazy move. Pumpkin carrot cake. Fill your home with the perfect blend of spiced pumpkin, rich carrot cake, and decadent creamy frosting. No, no, and no. This is going to sound so awkward and weird, but this smells like pumpkin cupcake mixed with strawberry buttercream. How in the heck did I smell strawberry in this pumpkin carrot cake candle? I don't know, but there's this weird chapsticky, waxy, almost crayon-esque type scent in this one, and it's just not good. I would highly recommend boxing this up and forgetting about it. I would highly recommend not trying to reformulate it into something better. I just say it's out, let it sell and forget about it. Stomp on the oil. You're in the marketing, factory. Just, throw the oil down the drain. Call it a day. This is no good. I don't like it. Not a repurch. No good. Of course I'm going to burn it. But, yeah, not looking good. It's basically... And carrot cake, oh god, no. It's not carrot cake or pumpkin. It's just some mess. Pumpkin cupcake with strawberry buttercream. Not good. So, god, I'm like thirsty. I like want to get some water right now. Alright, so that's my review for all this mess, Overall, I feel like when I start burning them, I'll get into it. At this point, as we speak, at this moment, I'm over it. I feel like, this is going to sound so bad, but I feel like I wasted money. Like, it's just, how many new scents are there? Okay, let me see. There's new names, of course, but how many new scents are really in this collection? Did I talk about Vanilla Vetiver? I totally missed Vanilla Vetiver. I'm so sorry. I did. I missed Vanilla Vetiver. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. Let me find the sheet for that one. Wow. Right over my head, right? Yeah, I missed that one. Okay, Vanilla Vetiver. Transform a room with the fragrance of luscious vanilla, aromatic vetiver, and crisp bergamot. This is the same old crap they've been testing since they came out with vetiver, like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. It's that vetiver scent. And vetiver is a nice scent. I don't think you guys are ready for it because you guys are total sweeties and you guys don't like anything that's, earthy. But I felt like it was a smoked, earthy vetiver. I felt like it was realistic. However, it came out to vetiver, and that was great. Then they made it wild vetiver, which kind of gave it like this olden days soap scent feel, like you're in your grandma's bathroom and you're looking at all of her old little knickknacks for soaps. You smell that. Now it's vanilla vetiver, and I'm no sucker for, labels and notes and all that stuff, moods. Why do I smell a little bit of vanilla in the scent? I don't know why I do, but I do. And that's not like me to be fooled by marketing tactics, but I kind of smell a little bit of vanilla in this vetiver scent. BBW, let it go. I could see this one. If you were smart, you would have released vanilla spice, but that's for winter. This is fall. So that's pretty much what I think about. Am I missing anything, guys? Because I don't want to have to reach this over again. So let me just look. I reviewed all that stuff. I mean, I'm going to burn them, so it doesn't really matter, right? All right, I reviewed everything. Sandalwood citrus, I did that one. Coconut. Okay, so I've done everything. Everything's done. That's my overlook for these candles. And as I was saying earlier, before I forgot about one scent, I don't know, I'm in it, then I'm out, then I'm in it, then I'm out. I'm not happy, then I'm happy. Kind of feels like I wasted money. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have bought, wow, I don't think I would have bought a lot of this, any of this stuff really. Of course, leaves, sweater weather, Maybe even lemon mint leaf. I would have grabbed, God, I would have grabbed pumpkin hayride, pumpkin carving. The rest of it I would have left alone. But for you guys and for the, and Applewood Bonfire is great. Purpose of you guys, I had to do it. And there you have it. So there's nothing really new here. I feel like that's what I was doing. Like I was figuring out what's new. Tailgate's new. I guess pine cone's new. Pumpkin. Well, no, that's yeah. Pumpkin pecan waffles kind of sort of new. Apple pumpkin's kind of. No, those are all duplicate in some way, shape, or form. All right, guys, let me stop yapping and go upload this hour-long video. She's. Thank you so much for waiting. I have to thank you because I seriously was waiting and waiting. And like I live out here in Antarctica, so we don't get anything like exclusive or new. So I'm pretty much the last one. I have to wait. So thank you for waiting and really encouraging me to get this up because I was like, God, do I even want to? I was just over it. But you guys are like, get your tail in there and review the stuff so we can see it before it gets too late, So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this off the wall, all over the place video. I did the best I could. I tried to get home as soon as I, could so I can review this, but, that's what it is. So again, thank you so much for waiting and being so patient, being so cool, listening and watching, of course. God bless all of you. Seriously. I love you guys. I do. You guys, if it wasn't for you guys, please, YouTube, what? So that's it, and I'm going to start rambling, so let me just let you guys go. Wait, let me think. Anything else I need to say? Yes, I do. I have the Chicago candles in. It's getting kind of dark, but I think I'll probably upload it. I'll just hurry up because it's all duplicate stuff anyway. I have the fall VIP bag. You know what? No. I'll do the Chicago candles, fall VIP bag tomorrow. So this is it for tonight. And I'm going to go. So thank you again. And and also let me know what you want to see first. If you want to see, I'll start the reviews on Friday. The burn reviews on Friday. So let me know if you want to see fresh picked first, the silver leaf, if you want to see pine cone, white barn, if you want to see the pumpkins, let me know. And then I'll just go in order from least favorite. Or let me know if you want to see like my favorite to least favorite to favorite, whatever you want to see, I'll do it. By Friday I should have your feedback and then I'll get the ball rolling. And that's it, guys. So let me let you guys go. Again, thank you so much and I'll talk to you all soon. Love you much. Bye.